before the George Floyd shootings, Phoenix police were talking about the record number of shootings in the city in 2018. They talked a lot about police de-escalation training, a method that is supposed to, in theory, reduce violence on the streets. ABC 15 investigator Melissa Blasius went inside the police academy earlier this year, and she shows us the realities of this training, which is about to be redeveloped.
There you go.
Two hands.
Phoenix police threw me into virtual scenarios to teach me de-escalation, just like their recruits.
Hey, officer.
I caught this guy digging in a dumpster.
Just back up. Let me go.
I think about drawing the gun.
Is that a knife?
Screwdriver.
So I go with the taser and try to de-escalate him.
Hey, calm down. I just want to talk to you guys.
He runs towards me and I try to fire that taser, but the instructor said I was wrong. I should have shot him with the gun.
If he's meeting us with deadly force, what should we be meeting him with?
But is a screwdriver deadly force?
It's
That's
a dangerous instrument. Yes, it is. Yeah, if he's telling you he's going to do some harm with you with the deadly instrument, it's a deadly instrument.
The instructor later tells me that I could not have stopped that guy. That scenario always ends in a deadly encounter.
Who decides what level of force we get to use, us or the suspect?
It's something the academy reinforces in the classroom.
So for us, de-escalation is we can employ the best tactics in the world, but the suspect still has a say.
Apparently, the lesson here is de-escalation techniques can't prevent all police shootings or violent encounters.
That is the purpose of this class, to start get you thinking about, hey, when I'm in this situation, what am I going to do? What am I allowed to do? Am I justified? How do I articulate it?
But recruits are also told they must constantly monitor a situation, knowing when to draw their weapons and when to holster up and defuse a crisis.
Can you give me like a secret or two of the de-escalation tactics? Like if you see somebody do this, you know, you do this kind of thing.
No.
So how do you train it?
The Arizona Police Officer Standards and Training Board, AZ Post, writes the required curriculum for police academies statewide. But that curriculum does not have the word de-escalation even once. AZ Post's executive director says that's changing in the next year or so because they're rewriting the academy program based on a new analysis of the needs and skills of today's police officer.
I can tell you're in a lot of pain and I don't know what's going on, but I promise we can talk through this.
In the meantime, Phoenix police recruits are taught to anticipate the conflict.
I don't want to hurt you, and I know there's no way you want to hurt that child of yours.
Watch for certain verbal and nonverbal cues. Use a calm voice. Ask open-ended questions. Be responsive and listen.
Yeah, I'll put the block down.
Hey, don't do that, sir. Sir, just why don't you set it in the back of your truck?
Officers are told to back up a little, just like I did. More distance between you and a suspect gives you more time to react, to prepare to use a less lethal option.
Bring it on!
The hard part for officers is determining your comfort level, your skill level, and when it's appropriate to use that force.
Commander Vasquez says he wants officers to think about the entire range of response, choosing what's reasonable and necessary.
Where do you always have to use force?
Or do you always have to? I don't know that I would ever categorize something that you always have to.
Good.
All right, yeah.
In Phoenix, I'm investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC 15 Arizona.